I was stripped of my childhood. At the age of 16, I walked naked into manhood. Cause my parents were Rolling Stones. No, they were never in a rock band or on the cover of a magazine. It's just that they never hung around long enough to gather any moss. Trips back and forth to Africa in search of a better life for us made me feel like the one we had was never good enough. The one I gave them was never good enough. So me and my sisters learned to harvest ourselves, trying to see the fruits of my labor hanging from my family tree. But you see, it's hard to grow trees in the city. So at the age of 17, I knew walking a certain way would have consequences. That if my pants were too high around my waist or my trainers were slightly out of date, I might as well have been walking with a target painted on my back. You see, you learn to do adult shit real quick. You learn to add bass in your voice when asked provocative questions. You learn to hold a man's gaze. You learn to read maps, cause if you ended up in the wrong postcode, it could have been a rap. You learn that death doesn't have an age limit. You learn that guns are only cool on PlayStation or Terminator movies. You learn that people can be cruel. You learn what rent is and how your parents' mood changes when it's due. You learn how the system deliberately chooses to forget about you. You learn that you went to school for 18 years thinking that you learned so much, but you didn't really learn a thing. The only thing you learn is how to stop being a child. Because the adult world isn't designed for us to dream, not designed for us to only feel love. Because it's a world where a smile is frowned upon, laughter is suspicious, and honesty is betrayal. It's childhood betrayal. Is it naive enough to make you believe that all the make-believe is real? You see, from time to time, I had conversations with my inner child, and he's always smiling. His row of glistening teeth a bridge to the happiness that I sometimes forgot. He's always dancing, even though his moves are slightly outdated and his body's far from graceful. And he mocks me. He says I may be weak, but at least I was never afraid. If being a man means being afraid to love, being afraid to trust, afraid to continue running, chasing those realities that we formed that one day you decided they were better called dreams. Look at you, you're too afraid to even be yourself. Tell me who's really the immature one. If you let them take me away from you, all you have left is everything that they gave you. Letting them take me away from you is the difference between the profit of a man who gains the world at the price of his soul. But if you so desperately want to be accepted, if you so desperately want to be an adult, go. Cause I know you will come back. They all come back. You will come back. I just don't know if I'll still be here waiting when you do.